Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're going to talk about these ladies. The Witch has been a part of the game since Town Hall 9, absolutely crushing bases, and this attack strategy at Town Hall 13 works really, really well. They've evolved this young lady into this young lady, and both can be used in exactly the same way to rip down Town Hall 13 bases. So much so, this is the Davey and AJ show. These guys are using witches all the time. I think they've replaced Yetis, and if I've heard them say I can see a witch plan or a super witch plan on a base one more time, I'm going to scream.
5 and 2 don't look too bad for super witches.
I think you can super witch this.
Yeah,
Me. This base I thought about like just witches. Looks like something I would hit.
Tap scatter at 9, Warden Walk at 9, push those witches into the single, jump over the dead space town hall. What, near
Warden
3?
Witches through the scatter shot. Like I reckon you could probably deal okay with witches on 4.
But that is how strong it is, guys. They do land. See this one here? Yep. Just do me a favour, give it a click. Give it a click, turns colour. Bosh. Yeah. Do that on the one down there as well because it helps the channel. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favour, subscribe. It's obviously quite nice to see you guys wanting to come back and see the channel, really. Let's dive straight into the action. Right, guys, I've got your 4 triples to show from a Zap Mass Witch attack. So, and they're all from the same man, the Witch Man himself, Davey, who has been absolutely crushing with them. So, Zap goes down on that scatter shot up at the 11 o'clock section. And hasn't quite quaked yet, so that's finally gone down. Grand Warden going down now. And then just trying to get a little bit of help with the funnel because time is obviously a big issue with this sort of attack. So King and I's got them going down from 9 o'clock. So I should be able to get nice pathing into this now. And from here we can drop 1,000,000 witches, which produce even more skellies as well. So it's a really great strategy when you're going up against single targets because the singles just get distracted all the time and they stay off of all the important bits. So jump goes down. You can see a really nice pathing created now. Everything's going to work in towards that Town Hall and CC area. The thing with witches, guys, you don't have to worry about poison for the CC because there's so many witches down there that they can just take out whatever gets put in front of them. The skellies will distract, the witches will do the rest. So really, really strong attack at the moment. It's all very much base dependent. It does need a lot of base identification. As I say, when you can see it, this thing absolutely crushes. Siege barracks, hogs coming out from the top. And as I say, the Town Hall has been frozen. You're going to have to think, well, Grand Warden ability is already gone. So, but it's not a problem. The skellies are going to die, but the Queen, or the witches have just produced more. So it's no problem at all. The Queen's still got ability. Royal Champ has ability. So look at all those skellies in the middle there doing some serious work. Distracting the single targets. Could just do with that scatter shot going down. That's going to be the thing. Finally goes down. Royal Champ goes down as well. Queen's popped ability. She's working through, but now look at it. Skellies are just taking, overpowering that single target Inferno, and we've only got those Wizard Towers really to worry about and a bit of cleanup from up top. So that's a really, really nice attack by Davey. I've got 3 more of them, so let's try and jump into it as soon as we can. Really, really nice attack. That was day 1 of a Champs 2 attack in SCCWL. Right, day 3 of SCCWL, pretty much the same set. So Zaps are going to look at taking out the Scattershot and Expo, along with that Wizard Tower and everything like that as well. So you can see Quake goes down and Grand Warden follows up. So a lot of people decide to go for the Zap first or the Grand Warden first. It's sort of up to you, depends on how confident you are in your Zaps and your placements and stuff like that. But it does really pretty much depend on how you act as a player. So we've got the King working down the bottom with a Headhunter. Ice Golem's down there, Baby Drake's down there as well. And you can see perfect funneling into the Town Hall. So down go the witches. He's left a few behind so you can help working around that outside, as you can see down the bottom. And the majority of the push is going into that town hall. So any potential traps those skellies will get. Going to deal with the CC as well. Rage goes down. Pops Tome. Down goes the town hall. And the jump is all the way down. It gives them somewhere to go. So the funneling down at 6 o'clock has made sure that the internal pack of witches and skellies start working up in through the base. So freeze on that scatter shot. And let's say Queen still has ability as well, which is brilliant. Out comes Yeti and witches from the siege barracks just to help with cleanup more than anything. They're going to work around the outside, and the witches are now working in towards the Eagle Artillery, which goes down. Queen still has ability, and now we've just got single targets. And as you say, single targets for mass witch attacks are seriously OP. So working the way through, they're all distracted. And Yeti goes down, just doing a little bit of damage on that Expo. But look how many witches are still up. This is absolutely insane. Is this the new Yeti Smash? Is this the new attack? I mean, obviously, the funneling is a lot better than the original Yeti Smash when they first come out. But as I say, once they're down, it's just a case of giving them somewhere to go and letting them go for it, really. So, really nice attack.
Right, guys, we've got AJ coming in with Super Witches. So, coming in for the Warden Walk down at 9 o'clock, trying to establish part of the funnel. So, this is something I was telling you about earlier, that you can decide whether you're going to use your Warden Walk first and then Zap, or Zap then Warden Walk. Say, if you're not really having to aim for a hero or anything like that, it's probably best to get the Warden Walk down first, because it is the slowest part of the raid. Boring as hell. King and Yeti with Siege Barracks working up from 12 o'clock. As you can see, we've got these Super Witches rather than the Witches, so let's see how they do. Normally, you wouldn't see this kind of attack with 3 single target Infernos, but if with one of them gone down to a Zap, let's say you should have enough really to overpower the base. So Grand Warden statue goes down, and then you can see the witches are going to walk their way into that town hall compartment. Got a nice little jump down, so got a scatter shot. That's nothing to worry about at all with Super Witches. And then he's got a Yeti Witch CC coming at that siege barracks there, just to help with the funnel and tanking for the scatter shots and bits and pieces, and just trying to make this, what is usually a very, very slow attack, just that little bit quicker. So there is no real CC that can get in the way at the moment of Super Witches. You know, maybe Triple Ice, but it's very, very limited to what you can do. If you have 3 Ice Golems, it's very limited to what other strategies it's going to defend against, because if it's coming in against a Lalo or a Dragon Attack, it's going to do nothing. So you've got to sort of pick and choose your battles really with CC placement, which is still working their way through. And so this is where the issues come in. Single targets locking onto the big boys. That's where the issues arise. So you need to get some stuff down for tanking to basically distract those Inferno Towers. Keep them off the healers, keep them off the Super Witches, because as soon as those Super Witches go down, you're only going down with 4 or 5 normally in an army. So if they go down, it's history. So 91% of the base down. It all looked a little bit close, but luckily that Super Witch managed to get that final one down and brought this one home. GG, AJ.
Right, guys, take a look at this base again. And again, another similar set. But what do we see? We see 3 single target Infernos. So it just shows again, you know, single target Infernos, think Witches. So Zap goes down on the scatter shot, obviously a number 1 target really for any Witch attack, because they can do some serious work. Plenty of DPS heading on that Warden straight away, but luckily managed to get distracted a little bit with some balloons and things like that. So now the Warden can sort of heal up beautifully. King comes down at 6 o'clock. It's going to work up towards the 9 o'clock section. A Witch down there as well, just to do a little bit of help as well. So Super Wall Break goes down. Obviously saves on using a spell to get into the base. But as I say, you can see, look at the jump value in this post town hall there. Plenty of jump value, opening up so many compartments. Siege barracks has gone down. Most of the witches have gone into the town hall. It's not a problem if a few of them escape, because it always helps with cleanup. There's plenty of open wall space as well, so they will jump back in. So look at that. Look at just the absolute carnage going in. Freeze goes down that scatter shot. Try and take that down as soon as possible. Out comes the CC, which we don't have to worry about with witches. Look at how many there are. And Ice Golem freezes up again. Lava Hound's going to pop, but all the witches are targeting the Lava Hound there. So there's going to be plenty for distraction and bits and pieces. No problem at all. So Queen still has ability. Royal Champ working up towards that Eagle with ability as well. Enemy King's up there. Managed to stay just out of range of that enemy King whilst taking down the Eagle. Pop's ability, along with a few other defences, and witches are now powering into that final compartment. They beat through walls pretty quickly, these witches. They are strong. Along with all those skellies as well, they're doing a lot of distracting. The Pekka's still going from the siege barracks, which is brilliant. And it's doing a bit of tanking, allowing the loons to take that archer tower out. Let's say everything's now going to work in. Be interesting to see, will the single target lock onto the Queen? It's not going to be a problem if it does, because we have ability left as well. There you go. Abilities popped, single target goes down, down goes the air defense, and that is yet another triple. So, as you see, it's pretty much a one-size-fits-all army. There we go. Same set again, and this is in a league war now, guys. So, going to be looking at what Infernos they got. We've got 3 singles, and we're going to try and zap a scatter shot with as much value as we can as well. So, there we go. Beautiful zap there. It needed to be precise to make sure we got that expo, and that was pretty crucial for the Grand Warden staying up as well. So, then it goes doing a little bit of funneling. Round Warden walks are painfully slow, aren't they? I mean, it always seems a lot more exciting when you're watching them live, but when you're watching back a replay, never quite as good. So I'm going to get that air defense down. That's just going to protect the healers. King goes down, and you can see the plan here. We're going to super wall break into the Town Hall compartment, pretty much on the corner of that archer tower there, and Ice Golem follows along with a load of witches. They're going to start pulling the Grand Warden back into line. And as you see, plenty of witches and the siege barracks up top. And in they go. So this is going to require perfect jump placement, because a jump spell has got 7 tiles. And fun enough, the space in here is exactly 7 tiles. So we're looking at this and saying, oh, has he placed it right? Has he got enough on it? And he has, because those skellies jump over that perfectly. They're distracting that single target. The CC's out, which is Super Minion CC. Goes for an early Queen ability pop, just trying to make sure everything works their way through. And we've got yet another absolutely precise jump there. So freeze goes down on the scatter shot, but the jump, again, it was 7 tiles wide, and he got it perfectly. So very, very nice attack there. Plenty of witches working through the middle. There's nothing really going on here. So nothing to worry them at all. The bomb tower's there. Single target. And the tornado's just going to take down the Grand Warden. But it's not really a major issue. So very, very nice attack by Davey, showing that he's the master of the witches. But what does happen when you get multi-targets? Because multi-targets and scatter shots wreck witches. So what plan do you have to combat that? Right, guys, so we've got the 1 multi-target Inferno here. So be interesting to see how Skiff takes down this base with Super Witches. That's right, guys. Super Witches is the way to take down something with a lot of splash damage. So i.e. the multi-target Infernos and those scatter shots. So the different zap tactic here is you want to zap a single target Inferno to protect the big boys and the super witches because they go down quick to those. But under heal, scatter shots and multi-targets don't do any damage at all. So Siege Barracks has gone down, so as you can see there's probably going to be hulks coming out of that, which means that he's going to take out that single target before the main Super Witch pack gets there. They're going to get there anyway, to be honest. I've spoken too soon, but it doesn't matter. Single target goes down, hulks come out as well. And as you can see, they Super Witches under heal are OP. Who puts Triple Ice Golem in their CC these days? I don't know. This is a Champs 2 clan. I'm dead surprised that you're seeing that sort of stuff here. This is not going to affect him at all because under Rage, these Super Witches are super heavy, super strong, super powerful. And as I say, those big boys out in front will take a lot of damage as well. So Royal Champ takes down that multi-target Inferno. And down goes the enemy Queen. Down goes the enemy RC. Because look at how powerful these Super Witches are. Boom, off she goes. And as I say, they can just beat through walls now and stuff like that. So the big boys are pounding on that wall. They are doing a lot of distracting. And I'm not even sure he's lost a Super Witch here. So really, really nice attack by Skiff. Pops RC ability. Takes down the Grand Warden statue. And then there's just a handful of defences on that outside. So that's a great example there of showing what you should be doing with Super Witches. Instead of zapping a scatter shot, go for the single targets to protect the Super Witches. And as I say, leave the splash on the map because Super Witches will take them down. So really nice attack by Skiff.
Right guys, thank you very much for watching Zap Witch Super Witch taking down bases at Town Hall 13. If you could do me a favour guys, like this video, drop me a subscribe if you're new, and if you could do me a favour, just watch this video. It's been tailored specifically for you. Very much appreciate it. Stay within the channel, it's great. I'll catch you guys later on. Ciao.